exciting. Two hearts touch, love begins. Inside out, words so true. From the inside out, honey, I fell in love with you.
We've traveled from New York City, and today we are on location at Sonic Boom Studios in Raritan, New Jersey. I'm Maryann Castello, your host of Bear All, where we get to the heart of the matter with our special guests, like today's special guest, Maureen Lynch, our special show topics, and healthy lifestyles. And joining me today in studio is our very own musical director, Rich Shalanda.
Hey, Maryann.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Good. You have a different guitar today, I see.
I do.
Absolutely. It's beautiful.
Very nice.
And how do you like the studio today?
You know, this is a great place, isn't it? Feels great in here. Feels great. Beautiful studio. And we're ready to rock.
Well, that's terrific. And we're going to come right back with our very special guest on Bear All. Stay tuned.
Got an idea for an invention? Don't know what to do next? Call my friends at InventHelp.
InventHelp has helped over 10,000 inventors get patents. You can meet with an InventHelp representative who will keep your idea confidential and explain their invention process step by step. And InventHelp's databank includes over 9,000 companies who have agreed to review new ideas, like yours.
Are you ready to put InventHelp in your corner?
Call now, 800-351-1395.
Inside out, outside in, two hearts touch, love begins.
Hi, we are back here on Bear All, and we're going to get right to it. Our guest today is all about angels. She is a published author of Fallen Angel, a radio show host, a paranormal investigator, and a woman who has been an angel by helping people for over 40 years. Let's welcome the Jersey Shore angel, Maureen Lynch, to the show. How are you?
I'm fine.
I'm
Thank you so much
happy.
for having me here.
Yeah, and welcome. We're on location in a beautiful studio.
Groovy.
It's great, right?
Yes.
Groovy. I've not heard that term.
Great vibes.
Well, we're going to get right down to it because
All right.
I am so enthusiastic
Okay,
about the show.
Yes.
And for anybody out there who might be skeptical of things, by the end of the show, I think you're going to be a believer by the time we're done.
Yes.
Now, you knew by the tender age of 5 what your calling was.
Yes.
Now, at the age of 5, I was still playing tiddlywinks, just so you know. So, how did you know what your calling was, and how did it reveal itself by such a young age?
I guess when, Mama said to go outside and play was okay, and next minute she says, I'm not playing with nobody. I knew that they were angels.
Really?
Because, you have a physical contact like this, then you can go through like that.
Is that what you did? You would go through?
I would go through. I knew that they weren't on my side. They were on the other side.
Wow.
I learned what Jesus and heaven was before I was even taught how to go to church.
Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So when your parents saw this and she said that you had to come inside, there was nobody out there.
Yes.
How did that make you feel?
Hurt.
It does make you feel hurt.
Mm-hmm. Like I was going crazy.
And what did your parents, did they, give you any grief about this, or?
No, they just said they thought they were make-believe friends and she'll get over it. It'll subside and go away. And then as the years got older, 7 or 8. I started getting like following them and putting my life in danger.
Oh, how did you do that?
They would say, follow me, come with me. Mommy, they're calling me over here. I gotta go. There's someone there. Oh my God, and that's where the lockup came.
Wow.
Mm.
And were your parents concerned about you?
Oh, very much.
So what happened? Because I'm just saying, if you're a parent...
Well, back in the 70s, there was none of this. You got 2 parents with great jobs. One was a Prudential, the other one was the County Sheriff's Department. So, that was shaming your parents back then, but they tried to keep everything under wraps, They both had a conversation with the doctor and said to put me away.
Mm-hmm.
So you were in mental institutions?
Yeah, it was in Overlook, yep. Overbrook, Cedar Grove.
When you were there, can you tell us about your experience? What happened to you?
Sure. The nurse said, don't when you go home, don't go tell anybody what you're seeing because you can get locked up.
Really?
Mm-hmm. There was like threatening inside going on there. They were giving me Thorazine pills. I would shuffle and just walk around with daze. Then a couple of times, they would put a ball in my mouth with a strap, and I would get shock treatments.
Oh wow, that would be
I think
traumatic.
I was like 8, 9.
That'd be very traumatic for you.
Yeah.
And when they had you in these mental institutions, were they long stints of time?
Yes, 30 days.
Oh, they were.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
well, towards the 30 days, I was starting to get slick and put the pills under my tongue.
well, that's good. Now,
I was getting slick to it.
how many times were you put away for something like this?
7.
Okay, so you go through 7 times. It's the same thing. When the doctors released you for the last final time, did they have a diagnosis for your parents? Did they, what was their conclusion?
Schizophrenia.
It was schizophrenia.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because you were seeing children and seeing different
adults, seeing things before they happened. Like, Mommy, you shouldn't go out today, all that kind of stuff, Yeah.
But you were
But
right.
I never took the pills.
You were right, though. You were right to feel these things, and they
Yes.
didn't see it.
No.
Now,
But I wish they could because it was beautiful.
when you got home,
Wow.
right?
Mm-hmm.
How did your family deal with little Maureen? When they discovered that you had this ability, did things change in the home, or did it just stay that you had this diagnosis?
No, my brother, no mention, no names. Not my oldest brother would say, "Oh my God," because I had a test to do when I got out. They said, "Make a promise to get to this test." So it was like an EEG, wires in your head. You look like you're all wiry out.
Right.
And my brother would say, "Oh my God, she's retarded." It was very hurtful. And to this day, he was like, "I'm so sorry," because he loves who I am today.
Right.
He goes, "You're showing him now, kid."
Well, you guys were kids then.
Yeah,
So they didn't know.
So he didn't know, But I was on watch.
Well, did you have...
Suicide watch.
Oh, suicide watch.
Mm-hmm. Because I was angry.
You were. Now, in your home, do you just have one brother? Did you have other siblings?
No, I had siblings of, at home, siblings of 6.
Okay. So did they do different routines with you because you were different? Did your parents do anything different?
No, we just kind of got back to normal. I kind of hid a lot. And I kind of put it away.
So that's kind of how you kept it deep down, and that's how you would deal with it.
Yeah.
Now, when you went to school, did children interact with you differently?
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
Bullied me.
Oh, you were bullied.
Mm-hmm.
And how did they bully you?
They're like, she's crazy. She's crazy. She's a retard, She sees people. She's crazy. Stay away from her.
And
that happened from 6th grade. No, actually, no. It happened when I was 1st grade and up. It stopped at 5th grade.
oh wow, okay. Because kids can be cruel.
Oh, it hurts. Yeah.
It does hurt. So that had to, and you're in a very developing stage of your life at that point. So that has to be there. Now,
But my angel guys had it.
well, talking about angels, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm intrigued that you refer to yourself as an angel. So that had me thinking, and I'm the type of person, I love to research things. So I
Sure.
started researching.
Here we go.
And this is what I found, that you can be an angel if you're highly sensitive. You're almost super sensitive. Do you experience that?
I get chills, my hair stands up, and very emotional. Very loving and emotional.
Emotional as in the angry state now, or as in the
like a light, easy feeling, and I cry with the name of Jesus. You mentioned Jesus, I cry, or just Archangel Michael, you know. It's just a wonderful feeling.
Right. And then they also
Love.
say strong intuition.
A strong intuition.
For the folks that weren't here,
gut,
you were doing this already.
The angel gut's working, yes.
And then you, just because you said you're emotional, you also care deeply for others because
Oh
you're
my God.
an empath.
Even if they hurt me, I still care. I still love. There's no hate in my body. There's no jealousy. There's no nothing.
And you felt compelled to have a particular purpose in life.
Yes.
And
that is to heal, to heal, and to pass our messages from the angels that are crossed over. Whether in St. Michael, like, you know, I had a surgery a couple of years back. My husband was there. The anesthesiologist told my husband, your wife was under anesthesia. She named all the apostles, saints.
Right. And they say that to be an angel, you've conquered difficult trials in your life.
I have.
And that I know, and we'll get, you know, into there, but you can relate to these things that I'm saying. So I
Yes,
guess
I
what I
did.
researched was correct.
Yes, you did.
Okay,
You did your homework good, honey.
I did. And speaking of that, you're also a published author, and your
Yes.
latest book is titled Falling Angel.
Mm-hmm.
What inspired you to write this book?
The falling angel, because I was falling. I see myself like falling, but where am I going to with this? You know? So I just wanted to make it raw, everything that's happened to me out there. And I just put it all in that book.
Okay, because they say that the book, because I researched this too.
I didn't like it was published, but it's okay, you know?
It's a representation of a woman who holds secrets and pain from 9/11
Yes.
in your heart and your soul. And you say that you speak and you see these loved ones
Yes.
who have crossed over and even spoke to them.
Yeah, Barry, 9/11, second building tower.
Okay, so how did you know you say in the book that your heart and soul has never been the same since this incident. How has that happened? Can you explain that to me?
I feel guilt because I was in New York and my husband was in a limousine all the time, but just so happens he had to do that call because the driver was sick. So he took me down to Towers and he goes, I'll take you someday, beautiful dinner there. And I said, okay. I said, out of the blue, I said to him, wouldn't it be a shame if planes hit that building? He looked at me like, what? And I said, yeah, planes are we gotta warn them. We gotta warn the people. He said, no, Maureen, they'll come for you again with straitjackets.
Wow. So you had an idea that
So when
something
it
could
happened,
happen.
So imagine sitting home watching it happen and you couldn't do nothing to save them.
Right. And you still live with that guilt to today?
Yes.
Do you still talk to these ones that have crossed over 9/11?
Yes.
You do.
The guilt was so bad that I could put it out there. I was an alcoholic for a long time. I would self-destruct myself.
Yeah, we will get into that. Now, from all of this now, it's inspired you to write a second book that
Dreams
you're
and
currently...
Closures.
Dreams and Closures. And
Yeah.
what's that going to be about?
That's going to be like, you know, if you will, like, you know, we all dream of our loved ones, right? Who hasn't? And it's going to be like where, you know, you like, oh my God, why did I dream of her, right? What was she wearing? What was Grandpa wearing? Was he wearing his favorite fishing hat? That's just to let you know that they're happy where they are, they're content, they're at peace,
Right.
and they're letting you know that heaven is for real.
Heaven is for real.
I identify myself with, you ever heard of the movie Gabriel?
Wow.
It's a movie called Gabriel on Netflix.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
I can identify with that young man.
Oh, wow. Fantastic.
There you go.
Well, today on Barrel, Maureen Lynch is our special guest. And when we come back, we will have a candid discussion about her health and a deep addiction you might not know about. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, my name is Danny Felt. I am a singer-songwriter and music entrepreneur, CEO of Danny Felt Consultants. So I got started in music as a singer-songwriter. I was in studios since I was 14 years old, writing and recording music. I started a company called Danny Felt Consultants, which is a company to help connect music producers, photographers, web designers, and so much more. I have such a huge passion for helping people, for marketing, and for spirituality, and I just really wanted to combine them all into one. So I decided to create this really awesome program to help musicians with not only marketing, but empowering their mindset. We need more positivity and empowerment for musicians as a whole and the world as a whole, and I feel like this is a really great starting place. I look forward to seeing you inside the program.
Welcome back to Bear All, and I am sitting with my guest today, Maureen Lynch, the Jersey Shore Angel. And on Bear All, we bear everything.
Don't we all, honey?
And I know that you have and currently are facing some serious health challenges.
Yes.
Now, for those folks out there that don't know, Maureen has lupus. And lupus is a systemic autoimmune disease that occurs when your body's immune system attacks its own tissues and organs. And you have that.
Yeah, my bladder was pretty much taken away.
Is that what made you seek a doctor to find out this is what was going on? Or
Yeah, pretty much, yes. Yep, that's part of it. You know, hopefully nothing else goes.
No, but you had symptoms that prompted you to go.
I had the butterfly face and the headaches and the weakness and the hands turning see like that, you know. But went to Robert Wood Johnson, that's what they said. They diagnosed me with lupus and rheumatoid.
Well, that's what I was going to get into.
I have 8 ribbons, honey.
Well, because you have... This is what concerns me, because I am a healthcare practitioner.
I should not be here right now.
Correct. But lupus, no, that's not correct, actually.
All right.
You need to stay with us here.
Yes.
So lupus can affect many different body systems. It's the joint, it's the skin, the kidneys, blood cells, even your brain, your heart, and your lungs.
Yes.
Okay? And you also have rheumatoid arthritis, also known as RA. And it's also an autoimmune disease, which the body system normally protects its health. It attacks foreign substances in your body, like bacteria and viruses. And it also mistakenly affects the joints.
Yes.
Okay? So this has got to be very painful for you between the 2 diagnoses that you have. So how do you cope in a day?
Angel guides, my savior.
Okay?
I'm a fighter. I have to be.
Right. And if you wake up and say that you have a bad day, you know, you're waking up and you realize, oh, how do you get out of bed? Because I know people that may have these that don't get out of bed.
I need tissue. Not easy. I just say, Lord, my angel guides, help me get up today, because I would not disappoint my fans or my friends and family.
Right. And when you have those days and you find the energy to get out of bed, do you follow certain health regimens to keep yourself as healthy as you can? Do you?
When I listen to Hunley, yes.
Who's Hunley?
My husband.
Okay.
Yes. He makes sure everything's healthy for me. My boost, everything.
So you get up, you have your routines, you go about your day.
Take care of the fur babies, you know.
How many
I
fur
have
babies?
I have 5 fur babies.
Really?
Yes.
Are they dogs, cats?
Cat, the dogs,
Oh, really?
and a guinea pig.
And a guinea pig.
Yeah.
And those are your kids for
That's
you?
Minnie, Mickey, Rudy, Shasha, and Cookie.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they're your family too,
Oh, yes.
involved with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to get something personal here for
Yes.
you. That we are going to go right to the heart of the matter right now.
Yep.
Okay.
They're all.
You obviously had some very hard times in your life.
Uh-huh.
And there's something that you don't really talk about, or that I've heard,
Mm-hmm.
and that you've battled addiction.
Alcohol.
You were an alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can you share with us what happened that led up to this and how you dealt with this experience?
The guilt from well, first of all, let's go back a little bit. My Aunt Colleen died on Flight 93.
Okay.
There was a warning there too. She didn't listen to me. She goes, Maureen, you're doing it again since you're 5. I said, all right, Aunt Colleen, I love you. So that guilt didn't get me, but I was in pain from that. But the guilt, what gets me is all the people that could have saved and watched them drop from the building. And then when I was writing the book, a guy came in screaming at me, why didn't you say something? His name was Barry. First name Barry. And, you know, it's just, but I was self-destructing. I was hurting my husband. I would drink till I was obliviated, and I'd throw myself down the stairs.
Oh.
I was in ICU.
And did you do this type of behavior every day? Was it a coping mechanism, or was it periodic?
Periodically.
And there was no warning. You would just have this urge, and you'd have to
Yeah.
learn how to cope with this.
I'm happy to say I'm clean about 12, 13 years.
Oh, congratulations.
Amen.
That's great.
I never want to look back.
That's fantastic. And did you get help to battle the addiction? Did you do it on your own?
I did it on my own with Jesus and my angel guides.
And you did it through prayer, meditation?
Prayer, meditation, all that's good stuff.
Can you
Meditation.
share with our viewers like something that you would do?
I definitely suggest prayer. If somebody's battling addiction, prayer. Your Savior comes first. He's the strongest guide you need. Okay? And meditation, number 2. And believe in yourself, because you got this. Once you got, don't worry about tomorrow. Just take it one day at a time. And before you know it, you'll have 20 under your belt. And then you keep on going. And there's places and centers that will help you. And I'm part of that too.
Well, that's wonderful. So you're paying it forward.
Yes.
Because of your own experience. And you understand that. Now, I do understand too, you're also a radio show host of
Yes.
Jersey Shore Angel. What's the premise of your show? Since we're talking about healing here, because you want to heal others. Is that the premise of Jersey Shore Angel? Or
That
what?
sure is, you know. I'm not worried about me making it. I'm worried about getting everybody else out there better. With their whole being and their soul. You're just making people feel better about themselves.
Right.
There's so many people, like in my office, I have a whole mirror makeup, and I get clients and they're just coming looking so like tired. And I'll say, let me just do your makeup up, don't worry about the cost.
Right.
Just to make somebody's day nice.
And make them feel good about
That's
themselves.
it. That's what it's all about.
So you're about teaching people to believe in themselves
That's right.
and that they can conquer anything that they're facing.
That's right. Amen.
And the thing is, you have the foresight to see that for people.
Oh, I definitely have the foresight.
Now,
My
here's the
third
thing.
eye's going right now.
Well, you have the gift.
Yes.
So here's the question, because everybody wants to know.
The $1 million question. Go ahead.
How come you have not won the lottery to date?
Oh, not true. Not true.
Oh, really?
A client of mine from Berkeley Township, they all won, but I didn't see a dime.
Well, because if
They
you...
were my clients.
That's right. So it's about if you could do it for other
But that's
people,
all
but it's
right.
hard to do it for yourself. You can't do these things.
Oh, no. You want to know if I can see myself or see anything ahead of me?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
That's what I thought.
No.
And that's what the gift is about. And it's
Yeah,
not
it's for others.
It's for others and helping them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's amazing. Now, you have people that call into your show, or do they?
They call into my show. I'll cam them, or they'll call in, or they make appointments at my office. Also I make jewelry.
Well, tell us about that.
There you go.
That's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
That's one of them I made. I figured I'd make that one. And I have jewelry in Freehold. I toured Dayton Freehold, the Revolution, on Freehold on 33. So I toured there, and she has a whole cabinet of my books and jewelry.
Now, the book I know is Fallen Angel, and then we have jewelry. Is the jewelry, do you
And
use
clothing.
gemstones for
I
healing?
use, yes I do, rose quartz, lavender.
And what's the rose quartz used for?
The rose quartz is for the body, the lavender we heal, okay? But the rose quartz kind of brings out a brightness of you.
Right.
The beauty of a man or a woman or anybody, your soul. To me, it heals. The rose quartz heals.
It's about love, right?
Love.
It's about the
Definitely
heart.
love, the heart, heals. It really does pretty much everything to your whole body. And then the tiger eye. Oh, that's a good one. That's definitely you, the tiger eye.
Oh, me?
Yeah, that's a feisty one.
Wow, I am a little feisty.
Yeah.
At least everybody around me tells me that.
And then the lavender, I always tell my clients when I do a crystal reading, I give them their crystals, put them in a little pouch, and keep them in your pocket or your bed table.
And keep them near you.
Keeps the energy flowing.
Oh, okay. So you do that as well. Well, I want to thank you for sharing that part. I know some parts are hard, and we have to take a break. But when we come back, we will witness our special guest, Maureen Lynch, doing what she does best. Get ready for Maureen. We're going to put her to the test when we come back for Barrel.
A young man with ambition met an old man at the top. Asked him if he had a secret, and the old man stopped and thought and said, free cause that's how it ought to be, my brother. Credit cause you need a loan for one thing or another. Score cause they break it down to one simple number that you can use. Time to take a break cause the name is kinda long. Come in honor of the internet that it's on. Put it all together at the end of the song. It gives you freecreditscore.com and I'm done.
Offer applies with enrollment in Triple Advantage.
I know, baby, in my life I made some mistakes, Lord.
Got an idea for an invention? Don't know what to do next? Call my friends at InventHelp.
InventHelp has helped over 10,000 inventors get patents. You can meet with an InventHelp representative who will keep your idea confidential and explain their invention process step by step. And InventHelp's databank includes over 9,000 companies who have agreed to review new ideas, like yours.
Are you ready to put InventHelp in your corner?
Call now, 800-351-1395.
I lift my hands to the sky.
And thank you for tuning back into Bear All. I'm Maryann Castello, your host, and I am sitting with my very special guest today, Maureen Lynch, and we promised you that we would put her to the test. So today we have a surprise caller on the phone, and her name is Patricia. Patricia, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you.
And you're here, and do you have any questions for our very special guest, Maureen?
Yes, I do.
Hi, Patricia.
Hi, Maureen.
Do they call you Patty?
I didn't hear that. What?
You put over here. They call you Patty?
Sure.
Okay. Go ahead, honey.
Listen, I had this dilemma mostly personally in my mind. I have a health dilemma which I'm fighting myself with every day, and I'd like a little guidance or something what to do about it. I have a health issue that I need some surgery. Been to 2 doctors, and like both of them, they both guide me, and I'm trying to make up my mind whether I want robotic surgery or regular surgery for a prolapsed bladder. And
Oh, wow, I had that done. I didn't have the robotic, I had the regular surgery. I had a prolapsed bladder, yes.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
so,
Now, Patty, what I want you to do is trust on your angel gut, you know, in your tummy, when it gets yicky down your tummy there, you know?
Yeah.
That's called the angel gut. That's where your guardian angel lies, and if you feel yucky about the robotic, then you don't do it. Okay? Now, if you're feeling good about the regular surgery, then you do it. But I do feel like you're going to be okay. I also get a male around you, like a husband around you.
yes.
Your husband passed?
It's my husband of 60 years will be shortly.
Okay, I gotta tell you, he loves you so much.
Oh, I'm happy to hear that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And he puts roses around you. I don't know why, but I think that because the love is strong. But also I see a lot of like Valentine's Day incorporated in there, and like some trips going on that she's had.
Oh, wow.
You know, so I see that you had a good life. You know,
Yes, I did. Very good life.
and you know, and you're wearing something of his, right?
Pardon?
Are you wearing something of his?
Oh, yeah, all the time. And of course, our wedding bands and jewelry he's given me.
Right, but there's something that stands out very strong to me that you're wearing.
Uh-huh.
You know, is that his? That's his necklace, right?
Yeah, I've got his necklace on.
Thank
and
you.
his rings, right?
Right. Why does the name Joe come to me?
No, my husband's name is Jim.
Jim. Okay, Jim J. Okay, that's why. Okay, gotcha. Well, you know what? You're very loved, and is there a wedding coming up?
A wedding? No, our anniversary's coming up.
Thank you.
next month.
Okay, because it makes me sad something special's coming up. You're gonna be okay, Patty, if I may call you that. You're gonna be okay. Remember now, go with your angel gut. You know, that little feeling we get, you know. And if it feels good, you go for it, okay?
Okay.
And happy holidays to you, love.
Okay, thank you so
Thank
very,
you so
very
much.
Thank you so much, Patricia. Thank you for calling.
Okay, thank you.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's amazing how you do that. It's just amazing how you're able to have that foresight and to see it. And you could actually hear her voice change.
Happy.
Yes.
She went
it's
from
amazing.
little nervous to, wow, she calmed.
Now, guess what?
What?
We're going to turn this into a game now, okay?
Oh, goody.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Okay, I wrote a theme song, but when the Maureen came here, I changed it, so I'm on the fly here. So let me see what I can do. So, come join us, watch the show for a while as a Jersey angel plays the game with a smile.
There you go. And
Lovely,
this is
thank
called
you.
Yes, for you.
Ghosts, Angels, or the Dead. It's a trivia game.
Okay,
So
honey.
pick a category. Ghosts, Angels, or the Dead.
Ghost angels.
Ghosts or angels?
Angels.
Angels. I knew you were going to say that. So, who doesn't love pasta, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, if an angel was to sit down to a pasta dinner, what would be their favorite pasta?
Angel hair.
Yes, she gets it. She is an angel. So now we have ghosts, angels, or the dead.
The dead.
The dead. Okay, this is about a music question now.
Okay.
Which rock band chose their name from a dictionary with the definition of soul of a dead person or his angel, allowing gratitude to someone who, as an act of charity, arranged their burial? Was it Kiss? Was it the Grateful Dead? Was it Poison or was it AC/DC?
Grateful Dead.
It is the Grateful Dead. That's how they got their name. They picked up a dictionary. It's crazy, right?
Poor John Ditching can't get in it.
Now we have ghosts, angels, or the dead.
Let's go ghost.
Ghosts. Okay. Who is known as the friendly ghost? Is it Yoda? Is it Chucky? Is it Holly? Or is it Casper?
Casper.
Casper definitely is the friendly ghost.
Yep.
I love this. I'm sorry. Okay, so here we go again. We have ghosts, we have angels, and we have the dead.
Let's go angels again.
Angels. Okay. How does an angel say hello? Is it dude? Halo. Yo, what up? Or howdy?
Halo.
Halo is correct. Can't help it. I think it's funny.
It's awesome. It's fun.
Okay, now we have ghosts or the dead.
Ghost.
Ghosts. Okay, here we go. It's classic now.
Okay.
How many ghosts make an appearance to Ebenezer Scrooge in the Charles Dickens 1843 novella A Christmas Carol? Is it 2? Is it 1? Is it 4? Or is it 3? How many ghosts make an appearance to Ebenezer Scrooge?
3. Wait, no. The ghost of Christmas past,
Correct.
present,
Yep.
and future.
And believe it or not, his former business partner, Jacob Marley, was the first ghost that appeared. So there's 4 on there.
Oh.
I learned that while I was researching this, by the way.
You got me here. You got me on one.
I have to at least get one question.
Yes, you do, honey.
Okay, and here is the very last question, and this is on the dead. Jerry Garcia from the Grateful Dead was an unlikely lead guitarist due to which loss? Was it his middle finger? Was it his thumb? Was it his pinky or his pointer finger? Jerry Garcia.
I don't know this one.
Actually, it was his middle finger, and that happened as a young boy while his brother was cutting wood. He was holding the wood steady, and I guess the mishap happened.
Come on.
Wow.
But you know what?
What?
You got the majority of the questions right?
Okay.
So you are a winner, and you are an angel, a very special angel. So we have gotten you your very own tiara that sparkles and gleams.
Oh my God. Beautiful.
Because you are an angel, and that's your halo.
Oh my God, I want to put it on.
Well, you could.
Can we get it on?
Actually, you ready for this? You're watching Bear All with Maryann Castello, and when we come back, we're going to find out how our special guest, Maureen Lynch, investigates the paranormal. You won't want to miss it. We'll be right back. I don't know.
Nice.
Hold on.
Got an idea for an invention? Don't know what to do next? Call my friends at InventHelp.
InventHelp has helped over 10,000 inventors get patents. You can meet with an InventHelp representative who will keep your idea confidential and explain their invention process step by step. And InventHelp's databank includes over 9,000 companies who have agreed to review new ideas, like yours.
Are you ready to put InventHelp in your corner?
Call now, 800-351-1395.
Inside out, words so true. From the inside out, honey, I fell in love with you.
So glad you stayed with us on Maryann Castello and Bear All with our very special guest, the Jersey Shore angel, Maureen Lynch. And here, we're going to talk about the paranormal. Now, you have a company called JSA Paranormal Investigations. Tell us more about that.
Okay, well, that's where we have a team of five men, lead investigator, John investigator, Tommy investigator, there's a lot, Frank, and then we have our photographer from NYC, photograph my twin sister, who can debunk us and say, well, that's not real. And then we have real ones.
Oh, really?
Oh,
That's
yeah,
interesting.
like orbs and stuff, you know.
And
So what we do is we call up. Actually, I just had a case. I aired it, and the lady said that a child was crying. When a 2-year-old cries, you got to do this emergency case. You got to drop everything you're doing, and let's see what's going on, you know. And basically, what happens was they bought a home. The man died there. Can't mention no names, and he was stuck. He was in hospice. So I urge everybody that you have a family in hospice, open a window up if you know they're about to go, so they can soar like angels.
so when you
Did that give you chills?
So
Yeah,
when
you
you
tell
go
me, it gave me chills.
when you go to these paranormal investigations, is there special type of equipment that's used for ghost hunting?
Right. Well, I can't name them. He would be my lead investigator knows more. MVPs, thermostat gauge guns, ghost lamps. We take over the whole TV cameras. We put mobile cameras. I have over $7,000 in equipment.
Oh wow! And is it true that they have things that gauge temperature too in the room when you're doing these?
That's them. Yes.
Okay, that is them.
And then we have EMPs. Like we can talk to them, and then we can you never bargain with them.
Right.
That's a no-no.
Well, here's the thing. After the equipment is set up, how do you start a paranormal investigation? Like, how do you summon
We cleanse.
spirit? Like,
We
if you
cleanse
will?
everybody. We cleanse. We say a prayer. We cleanse the whole house, and then we begin. Right, and then we try to find out what's going on the cameras. Okay, we set our cameras up. You don't see the TV no more. All you see is each room that we just got the cameras in. Okay, and then you start seeing things. That'll take us to the porthole where they need to go back into.
Okay. Now, I watched one of your paranormal investigations.
I bet you did.
I did. I have to do this.
Was that exciting?
Yes, and there's many theories on orbs, okay? And one of the leading theories is that an orb is most likely not a spirit at all, that the orb is the energy that's being transferred from a source to the spirit so they can manifest. Like, for example, is it batteries, heat energy, or even people? But the
Wow,
spirit
that's a good one.
may not be conscious what they're doing, right? So it's just a natural way to get their energy. So orbs usually appear as round balls. That's what I've
Round
seen on your
balls
things.
in colors.
Right.
some colors,
Well, because according to
and
the
I'll tell you what
list.
the colors are.
Okay, yeah, do that.
Okay.
Because I want to say
She
something.
did
but-
go there, didn't she? Okay, so the white is the spirit from above, which means you have the white angels, you have the Lord with us. Blue is tranquility, means they mean no harm, they come in peace. Watch out if it's red, that's a warning. And we barely get that, thank God. Yellow is like a friendship, mean friendship. Lavender, again, peace, warming, you know. Most of all, it's the kind of, the ones that we get the lines going through the cameras, those are kind where they just scratch you. We've had people touched in violent ways at some of my investigations. We just didn't put them up there.
Oh, wow. And you said that, you were agreeing that it's round. And what I found out was the law of physics.
Very round.
Yeah, is that energy is transferred.
That big,
Yeah, into a
right? If you
natural
will.
shape.
Or smaller, some are smaller. I always say the smaller ones are children.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So size does matter when
Sure.
it comes to the orbs. Okay. And you do see them on your cameras. I've seen that on your cameras.
Yeah, you watched that one, right? What did you watch when I said I was about to cleanse and they went crazy? I told everybody don't get worried, they're gonna go crazy on the camera.
Is that how you close an investigation, like with prayer, once you've...
Yes. Once I'm screaming, go to the light, please go to the light. You're not welcome here. You're scaring this family. And then me and my nephew, which is the lead investigator, David, we found the porthole. It was up in the attic.
Wow.
We had to open that porthole and get him to go home.
Now,
The owner of the house previous.
I'm sure that's very emotional for the people, in this case, that contacted you to do this investigation.
Emotional for me as well. I cry with them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Now, here's the thing. Because you're the one that is conducting the investigation and summoning that spirit, and you're closing it with the prayer, have you ever had experiences where loved ones that crossed over kept coming to you? And if so, how do you deal with that?
Oh. You mean how you shut it off?
Yeah.
It ain't easy. Well, you gotta buy this protective field spray. You wanna go to like, how you say, East meets West, and they have like a field spray, and it's an energy spray. You might wanna spray it around you or in your room, because one time I woke up from doing a case, thank God, friendly, like Casper. I felt somebody wiggling my toes. I thought it was John. I said, nope. Okay, what do you want? What do you want? And usually, this is weird now, this person kept touching my toes. I guess a man about 37, killed on a motorcycle. And he wanted me to tell his father where the money was.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Some cases can turn out to be where, now the one case, for this case I did, the mother, the father passed away, but left the money to the mother. But the kids were the kids were looking for it. It turns out the father told me where to go, and I found it. It was in a suitcase up in the attic.
Oh, wow.
About $40,000.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
I am so cold. No, Mira, I gotta.
I feel
You
freezing
feel it too?
next to her.
Just
But
so-
you know what?
There was a will.
We were getting.
Here's what I'm going to
Will
ask
and
you.
cash, jewelry.
Wow.
Yeah. But here's the
Almost like finding a gold mine.
Wow.
It's getting cold in here. I am freezing.
Because
Okay.
my angel guys are around us.
So I'm going to ask you this question.
Yes.
We are sitting here
Yeah, this
in
is-
Sonic Boom Studios in Raritan, New Jersey, and it's a very old
Who
studio.
has paid his heating bill? I guess.
And
But,
there is a guitar that we've put next to you, okay? And we just want to know. Well, we're sitting in the room, and you could actually feel the temperature changing in here and the
Yeah.
energy. I felt
It's
it
amazing.
through
Yeah,
most of the
it's
show. I
amazing.
just haven't set it up until now.
Yeah, I had a jump
You
in.
know, do you get any, if you will, I don't know if the proper term is vibes, energy from this room that we're in?
Yeah, like a lot of rock and rollers came and gone, and had some like good smoking grass in there. yeah, it was like really neat. Not so much in this room and that room, but maybe in this room. I mean that's old. I mean everything's old in here. Everything is like so ancient old. But I get this belonged to somebody. And it's a female, if I will. I don't know. It's a female.
I don't know.
I don't know. We don't know.
I'm in it like you are.
Our producer, Jay, has actually put this to the test. You might know
It
who
could
it
have
is.
been a female too, right? I mean, who knows?
That I don't know.
I don't know.
No, but I know the person that had this guitar is passed. I'll let you know that.
He's shaking his head yes, because the producer's behind the camera. He's shaking his head yes.
And there wasn't another woman here. You ever heard of, Nicolette Larson?
I don't know.
I feel like she was here, Nicolette Larson.
Really?
Mm-hmm. She sang a song, It's Gonna Take a Lot of Love.
Oh, I know that song.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have to check into
You gotta check
it, 'cause
it
I
out.
don't know. We don't
Please
know.
check that out. Yep.
Absolutely.
You've had a lot of stars here. Whoa, a lot of stars. I also feel like an electrical accident happened here too.
An electrical accident.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to find out about this.
So do the history like I do. Like before I do a case, oh gosh, it's the hardest thing ever. But I look up the history of the house. And you look up, you have to look up 15 owners before just to find out what really happened. And we always find out.
Just as
You'll
an
find out.
aside, because we didn't, there's no way to really know this, but Maureen mentioned earlier about the name Redding.
I
Yes,
was going to
Reading.
say, I
I
was
just
going to
said
say, I don't want to jump in on you. You could finish it.
But
Jay.
you said Otis Redding, but actually you mentioned Jimi Hendrix
Yes, I
and
did.
Otis Redding. Well, Noel Redding was the bass player for Jimi Hendrix, and that was his
And this
bass.
was his bass.
See?
There you go.
So
See, that's probably why this
So
crew was.
without being put on the spot, when you just were yourself being relaxed, you nailed Hendrix, you nailed Redding, and I
you.
looked at him, and I said, "Holy banana!" You know this she's good. You know,
She is
so-
yeah, so the owner of the studio, Anthony, actually was in Noel Redding's band.
Wow.
So obviously after Jimi Hendrix had passed,
Yeah.
for 10 years he played with him, and that was the bass. That
There's no way you
Noel
could have
used all
said
the time.
Reading. I mean, that came out of nowhere.
I felt it. I just felt it.
The Hendrix Reading connection is amazing.
Yeah,
It is.
I felt it. I was like in here and I felt at home and I see the angels walking around. We're not alone right now.
Speaking of the
we're not
angels.
alone.
Wow.
I have to ask you this, as we're going to have to wrap it up soon. Is there truth to rituals such as using sage to cleanse the area, burning a white candle that's supposed to transform spiritual energies to generate positive energy, or
Yes.
sitting in a circle of salt? I've heard that as well.
Well, whoa.
So I want to know, is this true?
The salt was that's like something like, I don't know, I don't know, I'm putting anybody down there, like kind of Wiccan,
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
you know. Do I recommend using Ouija boards? No. Keep your faith strong. How do I get past a paranormal? You think my heart's not racing when I do these cases?
Of course they are.
Because they can jump into me and make me a totally mean person or go back to the alcohol, God forbid.
Stay nice.
Stay
nice.
Stay nice. Stay nice.
Can they enter? They can enter. a
Sure.
person?
It's like paranormal activity is like head lice. It cleans itself. It just
Wow.
attaches it. You know? Oh, you get people like, oh, I'll come with you. I know what I'm doing. No, you don't.
No. Wow.
If your faith is not strong with God, you're out.
That's everything, huh? That's everything.
Now, what you did here completely transformed us and amazing.
It's nice and warm in here now. Feel.
Yes.
Temperature went back to normal.
Well, crazy. It's hard to convey that on a television show, but if it's really truly happening. Now, for people that would love to experience you, how can they contact you? How do they get information on you?
Jersey Shore Angel 2019 at gmail.com. I'm also on Facebook, Jersey Shore Angel, like page, over 40 years. Also on Instagram, tweet.
So you've been doing this professionally for 41 years?
There you go.
Yes.
And it is getting warmer in here, isn't it?
Yes. And
Yeah, I turned the temperature up a little more. Yeah.
it is. And you also have the
I can make lights
JSA
go up by itself.
Paranormal Investigation.
Yes, we have
website, too.
JSA. Also, we have JSA Paranormal Investigations like page. And we have Lily the Bunny.
Lily the Bunny.
Yes, check her out.
Okay.
And then we have the Jersey Irish Princess, and I'll be 15 years as the Jersey Irish Princess, and I'm going to wear this in the parade.
I love it.
2020.
Well, we will be right back with more of Beryl and our special guest, Maureen Lynch.
I feel so cozy.
That's great.
Yes.
Got an idea for an invention? Don't know what to do next? Call my friends at InventHelp.
InventHelp has helped over 10,000 inventors get patents. You can meet with an InventHelp representative who will keep your idea confidential and explain their invention process step by step. And InventHelp's databank includes over 9,000 companies who have agreed to review new ideas, like yours.
Are you ready to put InventHelp in your corner?
Call now, 800-351-1395.
Hey guys, my name is Danny Felt. I am a singer-songwriter and music entrepreneur, CEO of Danny Felt Consultants. So I got started in music as a singer-songwriter. I was in studios since I was 14 years old, writing and recording music. I started a company called Danny Felt Consultants, which is a company to help connect music producers, photographers, web designers, and so much more. I have such a huge passion for helping people, for marketing, and for spirituality, and I just really wanted to combine them all into one. So I decided to create this really awesome program to help musicians with not only marketing, but empowering their mindset. We need more positivity and empowerment for musicians as a whole and the world as a whole, and I feel like this is a really great starting place. I look forward to seeing you inside the program.
Inside out, outside in, two hearts touch, love begins.
And we are back on Barrel. And Maureen, you've been such an incredible guest, and I thank you so much for visiting us on location here. And being a special guest on Barrel, because you were extremely special and gifted.
I feel so special.
You really are, and you truly are a princess. So you make sure you wear that.
Thank you so much.
And Richie, I'd like to thank you for being our musical director and writing a special song
for me.
For Jersey.
Yeah, that threw me off, right? But the song came out good.
Thank you.
And it's about, you want to continue that song.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you have a show idea, questions, or comments, you can email me directly at maryann@barrel.tv. I'd love to hear from you. I'm your host, Maryann Castello, and from all of us here at Barrel, until next time, we wish you love and peace.